Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats, and fans have been pouring into the gates, and they are ready for this clash to get started. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here, football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Zips will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. The Bobcats offense will start this game off with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the gun, the ground game. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage.
Touchdown, Ohio! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Zips. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm fine.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll keep it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
He'll go to the sneak. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's Paramount turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Zips will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Takes it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds a man on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Grover. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Just plowing ahead. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Zips come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the tight end. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Wide open on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Akron.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Columbia for some time. They're up 14 over Illinois. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Tripped up for the tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He won't have enough for the 1st down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Second down, he'll throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Finley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. That's caught. It's McCoy. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Zips want to move quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. Got it in the middle, it's Hills. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Touchdown, Zips. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The OhioU offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Browning. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wide receiver going in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Catch in the middle, it's Grover. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle, it's Fleming. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable.
The Bobcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Goodwin. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? And it's his fourth interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just
It's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lamb. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Zips headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Zips are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lamb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCoy. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sets up the screen. Shakes off the defender.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Lamb. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for a receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to the running back, and he's making plays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. The Bobcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hand off from the shotgun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Looking for a big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. The throw. Got a man. It's McCoy. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy. And it...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. OhioU ready to go back to work on offense. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the tight end. The give as they work on that clock. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Spins away from the defense. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line, making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Hills. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down a possession, no timeouts, so you've got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that.
Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Akron.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick handoff. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The give to the back. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Third and long, and they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick an easy one and win it in OT. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. And they'll try to win it with a long field goal right here. Right down the middle. The kick is good. A game winner in overtime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it